James Melendez, thank you for coming by my tasting table today. This wine glass is next. It is from the producer Spiegelau, called Definitions, and it's a Burgundy red wine glass, and I'll tell you all my thoughts, perspectives, and point score on this wine glass, and would I buy it again assessment. Stay tuned. Now, before I get started, please give a like and subscribe to this channel. Fantastic wine glass here. Very excited about it. And I'm going to compare this with another red wine glass, and the same contents are inside. But first, let's talk about the packaging. While this is a sister company, or it's owned by, more precisely, by Riedel, has a different look and feel. Maybe it's a product differentiation, maybe it's marketing, or maybe it's a separate team altogether. I think it's a fantastic design, one that has proven itself to be a successful design. And you'll see right here that this is the silhouette of the glass itself. And I think the packaging is actually pretty good and substantial. I've had so many wine glasses that have come to me broken, and I think the packaging is very, very durable here. So you see one component is the wine glass that I'm using, and one is I'll save for another time. And I think that is a very successful packaging. And I have no doubt that if I bought this again and again, it's going to arrive to me safely. And that's because this packaging is, I think, well done, and it's really designed for the long haul. And so these are machine made, and this is about $26.50 a stem. I've looked across several retailers online and found them to be all about the same price, including Restaurant Supply, where you can buy these at a greater quantity. And I think for a machine-made glass, it actually comes across as being almost handmade or hand-blown. I think it's fantastically beautiful, made in Germany, and I think it's absolutely outstanding. Now, this is a Loire Valley red wine, a Cabernet Franc to be precise, from Saint-Nicolas de Bourguel. And I thought I'd compare it against this glass right here. This is a Schatzwiesel. I have talked about this glass in the past. And one thing I do find interesting is, here's this picture. You'll see the footings. And I think the footing is one thing in terms of how diminutive the Schatzwiesel is compared to the Spiegelau glass. And it also has this ridge on the bottom of it, and it doesn't look that expensive looking or sophisticated looking. So the footing on the shot is not that impressive. It has this almost like this texture to the bottom. It's a little thicker. And then I go to the Spiegelau, and it's very, very thin. Nice size on the footing. It looks good on the table. Impossibly thin stem here. I didn't think, I looked at the picture when I bought this. I thought, oh, it's going to be a nice thin stem. Instead, it comes to be even thinner than I expected. It has a very, very nice angular design here, and one where I thought it'd be too short from the bowl top to the bottom of the bowl here. And instead it isn't. The other test that I was going to do on this, which I did, was there's no sloshing, which I don't like. There's some new quote-unquote modern designs today that have a lot of slosh dynamics going on. This one does not. And so the other test on this was, this glass here, how can I smell these wines? This is actually not very easy to smell from, and that's a huge problem for us humans, because we definitely need that characterization of smell so that we can really understand the wine. And that's because our biology is really wired for this scent to inform the palate. Now, this wine here is even, or this wine glass here, it's effortless to experience a wine and characterize immediately. And so this one takes a lot of effort, and ultimately I think I'm losing out in terms of the total wine experience that's coming from this wine glass here. A lot of people I know have outstanding wine collections, but many have really poor wine glass selections, which is unfortunate, because I believe they're really not having the best wine experience possible. I do know at some point these wine glasses will be broken. I'll be very sad about that, but I will buy them again and again, because I think it's important to have good stemware. And you really want to have those very fabulous, wonderful wines. Maybe you've been, put some in your cellar for a good number of years, and you want them to be optimally expressed, as opposed to, maybe suboptimally that can happen over time. So I think this glass is, the shot is very, very hard to smell from. So, I did my tastings and I did my notes, and I thought I'll taste from this first and give some notes from there, because I'm going to calibrate that and see how does this work out with this glass here. And so when I come to this is just so evocative and beautiful. A very elegant and rich nose to this. red and black fruit notes, autumnal fruit orchard, as well as suede leather notes, violets, and cardamom, and even like this very nice wild sage that's going on in this particular wine. So let me do the palate characterization next. So nice silken tannins, high acidity, completely dry, white pepper notes, a bit of wild sage, mushroom characterization, as well as dried red rose petal. I think it's fantastically beautiful. And so this is one where, you know, I love obviously the footing. I love this impossibly thin stem. This is something that I was not certain I'm gonna like because the angle was a bit sharp. And the bowl to me is really impressive, I think, overall. And then compare this with a similar wine glass, I think it actually performs very nicely. So this is machine washable as well. So this is very thin. I'm going to hand wash this because I want this to last as long as it can. Now this wine glass definitely authentically expresses the wine that you have before you. And I think it's fantastically nice. I do white wine tastings from these glasses as well. And so 98 points, would I buy it again? Absolutely yes. Good price point, because I think you get a lot for your money. It is absolutely outstanding. So thank you for watching. Tell me about your favorite wine glasses. And if you've had the Spiegelau Burgundy glass, let me know. I'd like to hear about that. Now, questions and comments down below. That's where the like button is, so please hit that button. And also be sure to subscribe to this channel again. And also thank you for watching. Share this video with somebody interested in a nice wine glass that I think is really fit for purpose for many a table. Thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. And you'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. I'll see you very soon. Santé.